Well, hello, and welcome to this last video diary. You know, I was thinking about this, right? 2 years ago when I did these Edinburgh video diaries, trying to record bits into your phone in the street, you just got looked at like you were a nutter. And these days it's fine, it's like I'm just FaceTiming sideways. It's probably kinkier than it sounds, to be honest. So yeah, it's the last one. My last full day in Edinburgh. I've got some shows, but I did my final show of my main show yesterday. It's getting confusing. And yeah, it's a good way to do it. Good way, because I spent the day like flying really hard. This Edinburgh for me has been like a film. Started off normal, went through a dip where it's like, is he going to make it? Is he not? And as the bomb ticked down to 1, suddenly through this week, I really hit the flying, even when it was chucking it down, and got the audiences in. And it was nice. I've ended on a high, which is, you know, there could be a sequel. Although there is a lesson, right? The flying, I was doing like 3 hours even in the rain of handing out flyers. Now I've got over the cold, I could do that. And it started to pay off, getting busier audiences. But sometimes when you're handing out flyers, it's very easy to get bitter about the way that people treat you. I think it's not a video, it's on my audio boo. So it's like audioboo.fm/Mr. Stephen Allen. It's a thing I recorded when I was in Brighton about just what goes through your head when you're handing out flyers and people are just rude to you. And you're like, oh, and it just kicks off. So you can go and listen to that. But there's a lesson that I've learned. Yesterday, final day. I mean, the way that I flyer is very low-key. I'm not one of these, like a bunch of students going, it's showbiz. I just hand out flyers saying, you know, come and see my show. I think it's funny, but I'm in it, so I would. And it's been funny before, so it could happen again today. Come along and see, things like that. And yesterday for my final show, I was saying this line. I was saying, final show, last chance to see my show. If you don't see it today, it will make no impact on your life at all, but I'd rather you do see it because it's my show. And the thing about flying like that is everyone who turned up for the show just got my sense of humour straight away. So that just made it so much easier. But there was one thing that happened. I stood there handing out flyers, hold my flyer up, and this bloke of this couple just goes, no, where's the main brochure? And I must have ummed and ahed for 15 seconds before I eventually went, it's just up the road in the box office. And what he didn't realise is during those 15 seconds, in my head I was going, well, why should I help you? You don't want my flyer. You've just rudely not wanted my flyer for my free show. Why should I give you? Why do I want you to have a good time seeing some shows? Brochure, here's a brochure. Over the road there's a travel agent. Get one of those brochures and beep off. Things like that. And but I was, after having all those thoughts, I thought about it and I thought, you know what? You're better off just being like the bigger man in that situation. So I said, yeah, up the road, go and get your thing from there, enjoy yourself. And they walked away, a few steps away. One of them turned around and said, oh, what was your show? I said, oh, it's my show that I'm doing, last one today. If you don't see it today, it's your only chance. It won't make a difference to your life, but I'd rather you do see it. And they came along and they had a great time. And the moral of the story, I don't know what the moral of the story is. Don't be a pain in the bum. Maybe that's a great moral. Right, tomorrow I drive home, and that's been Edinburgh 2014. Woo!